Next, take the wheels off. Because funny enough, if I ever break down, I actually want to be able to get the wheels off and do whatever. Especially if they're seized on, like this appears to be. That's exactly why I want to take the wheels off for. Seized on there. If I just hit on the tyre gently, it should come off. There you go. Pop it off. I'm going to give it a little. I think I can really need a little clean. Well, give it a little clean up, grease, and then put it back on. Right, time to pour the oil in. The oil on old cars, when you get services done, and 9 times out of 10 put 530 in. If it was 10 years old, 100,000 miles, it'd be 530, it's cheapest. So I literally, for this I got 040, Mobile 1, and even for that, where I work, I had the Fight Flat oil. They originally sent 530 to me, but luckily, I had a look to see what it actually takes, and it takes this oil, so I had a bit of a fucking go at, to tell you something. Try and give me the wrong oil for the car. So always push if you have a car like this. If you have a car like this or the Jag, push for the right oil. Make sure they put it in. Like the Jag, on a auto date it says it takes 530. If you check the actual manual, it says 1040. At least for my one it does, the AJ26 engine. So I'll show what some of the crap people do for services. So I think it's a load of crap. You got the rear brakes. I mean, yeah, if it was clean, I mean, I'll be changing anyway just because I want the baseline for the car. So that's my personal decision, but in places where they change filters when they're clean. So the customer paid for a full service, but the filter's clean, you can save them some money and do other stuff to it. Kind of thing. Oh, I don't know, I don't understand some of these places. Not they're super shit, but they're not the fucking greatest, but that way. They're just, there's one garage I'm into which is fucking awesome. Me and the boss had the same idea. If I found a car that I deemed didn't need a full service, be like, yeah, don't do it, we're saving money. They'll be happy with it. With some other places it can be opposite. Anyway, let's start this up. Start up for just a few seconds, just get the oil up to the filter. Now I'll check the level, the dipstick, just because if I check it now, the oil isn't gone to the filter. So if it'd be false reading kind of thing, like you don't go to your car, do you, and check the oil, and all the oil's gone to the bottom, like you saw how dirty the filter was. So let it all get to the filter, get it soaked in. It's only about half a litre, so it should be half a litre over full at the moment, as such. Check the level, get that all done, get the oil done, and then let's take the air filter apart. I'm going to use my new air ratchet. Or a show off. Alright, let's use my new air ratchet. Air cut. Air cut this time. Alright, the air filters. I just, I don't think you can see that. They're just in these two pockets on either side. So, time to get them out. That is so much better than the Bracer. Now that is way better. let's have a look. What do you reckon? Good or bad? I reckon they're going to be crap. Alright, looks alright this side. The other side's what matters though. Oh, they're pretty clean. Pretty clean. See them all in there. Man filter. Oh, actually pretty good. Yeah, probably gonna just change it anyway. My vehicle. If that was at work, or at most garages, they've seen that. If your car's put in full service, even though it's pristine, no dirt in there, they'll still change it. Charge you all the money. They didn't need that. But just because my car, I'm going to change it. Okay, after not a massive struggle popping off all these HT leads, got one bank disconnected. And to whip out the plugs and change them all. But yeah, so I didn't put any grease in these though. Didn't even be seen, but dry as anything. I haven't really got any grease to go in there. That'll work properly. I might put just a bit of like rust off a WD-40 in there, but it's not right. It needs like white grease in there or rubber grease. So I might just spray a little bit in there and come back to it another day and quickly sort it out. But oh my god, they were in there. Yeah, pop them out and just change them quickly. And yeah. It's on the spark plugs, all running again. So the last guy who done that, he needs to learn to grease up the plugs and grease up the leads. Well, trying to get this bank leads off. Fucking hell, it took me forever. It's all running, gave it a little bit of a polish on the cover. Just used some rust off on it. That's real polished up. Yeah, maybe part 2 of this. Of the back end, definitely on the front should be all done now. Like, levels have been done, checked the belt, obviously done the oil in it, done the oil in it. Tried to run a little safety check on the front. Saw that dampener was a bit slack. Definitely the track rods have got a little bit movement in there, and what not to do. If there was a lever steering lock on, you cannot tell that. Like that dampener I could not tell obviously with steering lock on. But yeah, do and don'ts. That's the wheels have to be taken off when you're stuck on the side of the road. I won't be able to get those wheels off. I'll be able. It's just basics for service, but 90% of the people don't do that shit. Like the oil, almost got 530, almost got the wrong oil. Wheels, apart from one garage, I've never seen them take that off before. So yeah, just bear that in mind when there's services. Mechanics may not do what they say, kind of thing. They may go, this service is the best, and it's not. Yeah, hopefully there'll be a part 2 to this, of me doing the back end of it. But yeah, all good though, I'm happy. It's taken me way too long to do this, because trying to record it's been a pain in the ass. And get my new tools all set up. Yeah, cheers.